a lot of questions from our friends and family, so I will be starting.
Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Krishna
My name is Shruti.
and we are a couple living in USA as immigrants. So we have been in the country for about 6 to 7 years and we have rented several places individually and together. I've always had a thought in my mind that why am I paying rent and making the landlord richer and richer and fulfilling their dreams? Why can't I do the same? So in 2023, after we got married, we decided to get our own house.
So we have a lot of questions from our friends and family, so I will be starting with the first question over here. So should you buy a house in today's market depending on interest rate, what is right now?
Absolutely. So I would personally think that if your monthly rental if the monthly rent is around $2,000-$3,000, and if you can shell out that extra $1,000 a month, I'm sure you will be able to find a house for yourself in that money. And I think given the interest rates right now, not a lot of people are down in the market looking for houses. And as the great Warren Buffett says, when there's bloods on the streets, you go out and buy. So I believe in the same philosophy, and I think you will understand a little bit more when we go deeper into the video as to why.
So my next question is, what do you like the most? Rent out the apartment or a house, or to buy the house?
I think buying the house is much more better because it gives you financial freedom in the future, because when you are renting, you're not building any equity. When you're buying a house, you are building equity towards something that holds value today in future, and if you don't want to sell it in the future, you can rent it out like one of your landlords. My question to you is that you are also in the same situation, so you can share your perspective from the woman's side.
So I would say I would like to buy the house, so we have a lot of freedom, like you're not sharing any space or any wall with any other person who is renting out the apartment. Like in basically when you're renting out the apartment or condo, at least one wall is being shared with the other person, and you have to always think about your neighbors by the sound, or if you want to host a party, it's always a big no-no that you have to be always concerned about your neighbors.
Yeah, we had a housewarming party. We were partying around till like 1 a.m. in the backyard.
Yeah, so I would say that buying the house is the best option, I would say. Moving to next question, that is, could you explain the benefits of buying a house?
Yes, so the benefits of buying a house, the biggest one is tax benefits. So given today's modern world, I don't think you can have $50,000 in the bank sitting there giving you 10% interest a month. So you always have to think about a way to build equity, invest in certain things that give you return. And I think real estate is one of those. So you get tax deductions on your house purchases. As an individual, up to 175 on the federal side. As the married couple, you get double 175, whatever the number is. And you can also get a tax deduction on the property tax that you pay. So you have two types of taxes, federal tax and state tax. You get 175 on the federal side, and a state like New York, New Jersey has about $10,000 to $15,000 off your income, for the property taxes that you pay. So in all, if you try to do some math, you will understand what's going on.
Okay, so my next question is, could you explain to our viewers that their net interest rate would be after tax deduction? What would be their net interest
that
rate?
is a very good question. Before buying a house, I was looking for interest rates online. So I was shopping for a loan online. Again, I would suggest you work with a mortgage broker on this because they have much more inside channel into all of these banks, so on and so forth. But I stumbled across a link that I'll put in the description, which is from a reputed bank, Navy Federal Credit Union. And you can plug in your values in there, and it adjusts your effective interest rate on the mortgage after the tax deduction. So what it means is, if you're paying, let's say, interest of 8%, after the tax deductions, it will let you know what it is. And also note that what you can take as a tax deduction is not your principal, but it's actually the interest. So more the interest you pay, more the deductions you get towards your income, which is beneficial. And I would say that if the interest rate is around 8%, I would say your net effective will come around at least 2 to 3% less than what you pay after tax return. So you can see the calculations that I'm doing next, and you can also use the link below to run your numbers.
Okay everyone, so here is website for calculating your net effective mortgage interest rate as we had discussed in the video. Now I'm going to take example that you, let's say, purchased a house for $500,000, which is $500,000, and as we had discussed in the video, you qualify for an FHA loan, which is you should be able to pay 3.5% down payment, which is approximately $17,000, and 30 years of loan term is a pretty standard loan term. And let's say your interest rate is 8%, and let's say we go to the taxes and insurance section. As I had mentioned, that you should be able to deduct your property taxes from your income as well. Let's say you pay $10,000 of property tax, and if you earn anywhere between 95,000 to 180,000, the tax adjustments for 2022 due to the inflation is you would have to pay 24% federal tax, and then state tax will vary from state to state. So let's say 24 plus 8% state tax will put you at 32% taxations. That should be your tax returns, and if you look at the details, you should be able to see your adjusted rate comes down from 8% to almost 5%. So this is the benefits of buying a house. I understand that initially you will have to pay out of pockets, but then if you calculate it this way, it's pretty good.
And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to use the comment section, reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, or if you want, we can do a live session where you can have live Q&A as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for watching our
And have a great
video.
day, guys.
Please like, do, share and
Subscribe.